Hello. So here we are. This is the first of the Truth Be Told video blogs, weekly updates, general chit chatty, whatever we want to call it. Okay, so as I said before, I'd hoped to create a newsletter to keep in touch regularly with you, but unfortunately that hasn't happened. I've just not had time. I've been really busy working with people one to one, busy with family, just busy with life, so I haven't got round to it, and I apologise for that. And I was in my business group, and the coach there was suggesting the idea of doing a sort of short video to someone else, and I thought, well, maybe that would work quite well for us. So here we are. We'll give it a go and we'll see what happens. So the idea is it'll be very informal. As you can see, this time I'm sitting in the car. I was hoping to do this one outside, but it's really wet and windy here today. So as much as I don't mind the Scottish weather, I don't think we would actually hear very much of what I was saying if we were outside. So I'm in the car, and we'll just see where we end up each time. Sometimes I'm in the car, sometimes outside, sometimes inside. We'll just see where it works. So very informal, and we'll just talk through things that have come up during the week, either things that have come to me, things that I've read, things that have come up with other clients, or sometimes it might just be a good old moan about how things have been going. So I hope you'll find it useful anyway, and we'll just see where it takes us. Okay, so I suppose a good way to start then is to thinking about why we do a lot of the things we do in the first place. So why am I doing this video? As I said, the thing is I want to be able to connect with you. I want to get the message out to people that we don't have to live with chronic pain. I want to get that message out. I want to help people realise that there is an alternative to a life of chronic pain. I want to help people change the way they think about pain, about the language we use around health and illness and things like that in general, both like medical professionals, health professionals, and the population at large. So I want to get that message out, and I want to have a way of connecting with people, and this seems like a good idea. When I heard it mentioned as an idea, I thought, oh, that might be just the thing. So that's my why for what we're doing here. So I would encourage you to really think about what's your why for a lot of the things that you do. Why do you do a lot of the things that you do? Is it because you've always done them? Why do you do things in a certain way? Because that's become a habit or a pattern. But if it's not helping you get what you want, if it's not achieving the goal, then we have to wonder, is it worth continuing? And finding out the why, and there's a book called Start With The Why, Simon Sinek wrote it, and it's a very interesting book, and I think that's always a good place to start with whatever we're looking at. If we're looking to make any changes, whether it's personal, professional, whatever, starting with the why, because if we don't know why we're doing something, it's very hard to actually do things to achieve that. So I've found that myself at various points as well, trying to do different things, but actually don't have the actual why you're doing them. Maybe it's just because you've always done them, or it seems the right thing to do, or someone else is doing that, so maybe I should do that. But looking at why you do things, and if we're thinking in terms of sort of chronic or persistent pain, lots of the things we do again becomes very much a pattern, and we are very much creatures of habit, and we'll talk more about that, and we have said that at different times, about how patterns and pathways develop in our brains and in our nervous systems. And I think we can see that across lots of different parts of our lives, but why do we do that? Just because we have done it doesn't mean you can continue to do that. So it's querying the why. And that can be the small things, as well, why do you always get ready in a certain order? Or why do you do your routines in a certain way? Can you change that? Would that maybe change how you felt about things? Would that maybe change your any discomfort you're feeling? Would that maybe break the pattern a wee bit? Or it could be bigger things, but well, why do I work so many hours? Why do I want to get a promotion? Why do I want to make more money? Why do I have to get all the housework done in one go? Why do I have to be there 10 minutes early? Why do I have to get everything perfect? You can see why that goes across the board, from the smallest things in everyday life, doing chores around the house, to your career, to your family, all of those things. Think about why you do the things you do. So maybe pick one or two things. It could be the small things like from doing the housework, or getting up at a certain time, or, you know, tidying things away or something like that. Why? What is the why? And what would happen if you didn't? Or what would happen if you changed it just a wee bit? Or it could be a bigger thing, like, why am I working so many hours? Why do I need to earn more money? What is it all for? And if you know what the why is, if you want to earn more money so you can retire early, so you can travel the world, well, there you go. That's a great why. But if it's just because, well, you think you should, or the expectations being put on you there by a partner or from childhood, from your parents, that you should be earning more money, or because you want to keep up with your friends or your siblings, you know, is that a good reason? Is that really your why? And if that is your why, does it merit the effort you're putting into it? So that's the thought for today, the why. And I say that started off because me explaining to you why I'm doing this. And hopefully now that I have a clear why, that will help me get into a better routine with it as well. And I suppose tying into that is also the fact about taking on too much, and that's what I had done. I'd taken on too many things that I couldn't achieve. So again, it's looking at that, and that's another thing that we can often find when we're living with persistent pain, is trying to do too much and setting too high a goal for ourselves that we can't achieve. So being realistic in what you can achieve, setting yourself realistic targets, not taking on too much, and thinking about why you're doing what you're doing. Okay, so that's the wee first one. We'll see how that goes. See, I'm in the car today. I might be in the car quite a lot for these because I spend quite a lot of time in the car, and I like the car. I find it quite a nice space to think. It's somewhere that works well for me. So we'll see if we end up next time. I'm hoping to do this on a weekly basis. That's certainly the aim, because that seemed a reasonable timescale to kind of check in. But we'll see how things go, and any feedback from you would be appreciated as to whether this is useful or not, or anything else you'd like me to do, or if you can think of a better format, then that's all great. I would love to hear from you. Okay, so take care and catch up with you again soon. Bye for now.